And hi everyone, and welcome to what is your match preview of our team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, taking on West Midlands rivals Aston Villa. I'm with this man, Magic Moss, and today's preview is brought to you in association with PUKKA Pies Chicken Balti. You enjoyed that, didn't you?
I say so, David. Yeah.
He absolutely loved that pie. He did. He proper did, and say we thank PUKKA Pies for that. And they are, you can get your PUKKA Pies at Molyneux. I'm not sure whether you can get them at Villa Park or not. If you're a Villa fan, please let us know. But today's preview bought in association with Chicken Balti, Chicken Balti pie.
Okay.
Absolutely. We've got loads coming up on this one. Of course, I'm here. We're doing a live one with Magic Moss. We're going to be talking about the game. Looking forward to it. Going to get his prediction. We're also going to, of course, he's going to do us a little song.
I can't sing.
You can't, Dad. You keep telling everyone you in the searches. We've got Jude as well from a Villa fan that's going to give his thoughts as well. We've got some stats and facts for you as well. And, Dad, you have got a new friend.
Oh, yes. Did you want to see?
Yes.
Oh,
and this is
Tina.
Tina, who was...
Hello, Tina. Thank you for my lovely, cuddly toy.
This is Tina. Tina, who's a big fan of Dad, has sent Tina, because he knows he loves his cuddly toys. There you go. I can just do a conversation with Tina, and that's it. Hello, Tina. How you doing? Who have you brought with you today? I've brought Magic Moss with me. Hey. So, yeah, Tina, thank you very much.
Yes,
He's enjoying that.
Very nice.
He'll be doing a sing-song. Of course, where's Derek, Dad?
Oh, Derek's in Australia.
He's off again. He's gone
round. He gone to Caroline.
He's gone to see sweet Caroline, has he? Fantastic. Now, look, we're going to be looking ahead to the game. Obviously, this is the day after we've been knocked out the Carabao Cup to Brighton. Yeah. A few days after we lost a good position to Newcastle. We're going to be looking at some stats and facts. But, Dad, how are you feeling about the season so far?
Well, David, they're playing some good football at times, David. He's just had a bit of bad luck, really. But I think they'll get it right in the end. I think they'll get it right. I think he's just a bit of bad luck. They're having, well, they played well against Newcastle. He just that lucky goal they scored. I think it was, and that changed the game.
And we didn't take our chances.
We don't take our
and that was the story of the game last night.
I said, David, they played well last night.
In the second half.
In parts.
A lot of changes. But again, 3 or 4 golden chances, didn't take them.
Did, yeah.
And what happens if you don't take your chances in this league? You get punished.
You was right, David. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Newcastle's first goal was fortunate because of the deflection. Yeah. Similar one against Forest for Wolves. Yeah. It goes over the bar. Similar one against Chelsea for Wolves. It hits the top of the bar. Those deflections don't go in, they do. And Forest's Brighton's third goal last night. Saar makes the save, but it's right into the path. And we have one earlier in the half where it's bobbling around on the line, but doesn't fall to a Wolves player.
I said, you make your own.
You make your own luck, and we're trying to make the luck. It just ain't happening.
David, we're having bad luck at the moment, but we'll get it right there. We'll get it right.
Anyway, how are you feeling about Gary O'Neill at the moment, Dad?
Well, he's all right, David. You can't criticise the manager or whatever.
But you can criticise the manager.
Well, you can criticise him, but I ain't going to criticise him anyway because he's,
because of the circumstances.
See what happens by Christmas. If we ain't doing it, well, there will be trouble. But the people will like it. Well, the fans won't be very pleased, but I think they'll get it right. I think they played well against what's the name, but
it just ain't happening. But his substitutions against Newcastle weren't the best. What do you think of Wang at the moment?
Well, he ought to be on his bike somewhere there.
He ain't been with it, has he?
I think he's just got his contract and he's packed it in.
Yeah.
He got a contract 3 or 4 years, so he said, okay, that's my lot. I'm here for 3 or 4 years.
And what did you think of the new lad, Andre?
Oh, he's absolutely brilliant, David. Yeah, he's absolutely brilliant. They all played well. A lot of that Lamina, what's his name?
Lamina.
Yeah, I think.
Great goal.
Yeah.
Shall we look ahead to Villa?
Yep.
Do you want to hear what Jude, who's a Villa fan, has to say? Well, we've got Jude coming up, who's a Villa fan. After this, we're going to come back with a few stats and facts. Magic's going to give his thoughts, maybe a song, and then you're going to get my predictions as well. But this is Jude, who's a Villa fan, with his thoughts ahead of the game.
Weekend in another fixture at Villa Park. Myself, I've just returned from Switzerland after following Villa in the Champions League, the first ever Champions League game. After 42 years, it was an incredible experience following Villa away in Europe. Of course, you Wolves fans experience what it was like following your team in Europe, a few years ago, and it's an experience of a lifetime. And having won the game over in Switzerland as confident as we did, I hope that we can take that confidence and that momentum into the game at Villa Park on Saturday. I think it will be a tough game. Your form this season has been a bit worrying from a Wolves perspective, and I hope Villa can capitalise on that, really. I think Villa's defence will be really important in trying to stop your forward players. And the way Villa play in terms of with Pau Torres at the back, the way he sort of turns defence into attack very quickly, I think that'll be really important to get at your fullbacks. I think it will be an entertaining game. It could be end to end, but I think Villa will have the better of it. I think when you look at Villa's players, I think they'll have the edge. First of all, as an 11, I think as an 11, Villa are the better team, but then also if it comes to the 60th, 70th minute, I think we do have more off the bench. I think it will be a confident game for Villa. Like I say, they've come off the back of a game in the Champions League. They might be a little bit tired, a lot of travelling. Having said that, you guys played Brighton on Wednesday evening, so you have got 1 day's less rest than ourselves. So again, I hope that plays into our hands. I know the Villa players had a day off yesterday after their Champions League game, so I'm hoping that all plays into Villa's hands. I think Ollie Watkins will hopefully be looking to get off the mark. I'm going to go with a score prediction of 3-1 to Aston Villa. Thank you for having me on.
What did you say, Dad?
No way.
No way. You don't think so?
No, of course I don't.
You don't think so? Well, let's have a look at a little bit of stats and facts. Now, guys, one of the things I do want to point you towards is Wolves. We have a fantastic, hopefully you can see this, we have a fantastic website and we have loads of content that we put on there. So this is the history of Wolves versus Villa that Carl's done. Loads of stats, recent meetings, biggest win, biggest defeat, other meetings. There's a little video there as well. All these sort of things, a little bit more history. Another video with for Villa fans, there's a little tribute to Gary Shaw there as well. Of course, it's very important. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And of course, this is the stats head-to-head. Wolves and Villa have played 136 times. Wolves have won 44. Villa have won 57. But in the Premier League, we've played 18. It's 6 wins to Wolves, 6 draws, and 6 wins to Villa. Yeah, and then obviously it goes on for playing for both teams. So that's on alwayswolves.co.uk. If you look under the news section, you'll follow that. It's a brilliant article. So much about the fixture. So hopefully you'll enjoy reading that one. Whilst we're on it, I do want to talk about Gary Shaw, who is a Villa legend, recently passed away at such a young age. There will be respects paid by Aston Villa at Villa Park at the weekend. I think it's going to be a minute's silence, but it might be a minute's applause. The big thing is that obviously every Wolves fan that will go there, of course, there might be rivalries, but rivalries aside, there is a respect between the two clubs, and there'll be a respect for great players. And this is kind of like for Villa, that young man that passed away, like I say, such a legend for them. It's a bit like Steve Bull, who scored a lot of goals, scored in the European competition for them. I'm sure it'll be fully respected by all Wolves fans that are there. I just hope people that, in the concourse, sometimes you don't realise what's going on. Everyone get into the stands nice and early so that we can pay respects with our Villa, with the Villa fans for what is a Villa legend. And I would implore every Wolves fan, and I'm sure they will pay full respect to that. And I just hope there isn't anyone in the concourse that doesn't realise that makes the noise, because we want to all be there as one to pay respect to a Villa legend. They are, yeah. So I think it's really, really important. Right, let's go on to your score prediction, Dad. What are you and Tina going to go with?
Oh, go on. You'll never guess.
I'll never guess. I bet I can guess.
What's Tina say?
What's Tina say? Richie whispering in your ear?
Yeah. 2-0.
You're going 2-0 to the Wolves. One
2-0.
of these days.
Yeah, Tina says 2-0.
Absolutely. Who's going to score, Dad?
We'll have Tommy Doyle, and he ought to be captain every time.
Dad.
Go on, I'll say his play. He's a good player.
If you call him Tommy Doyle, I don't think he'll start.
Tommy Doyle. Well, he ought to be.
Okay, you like it. Is he your new favourite, Dad?
Yeah, he is. Excuse my language. He's my favourite, yes. Okay. I think he's a young lad, 22, and I think he'll be in England till before long. Tommy Doyle, and I think I'll have. Is it Larson or
Jurgen Strand Larson?
Yeah, I'll have.
Have you been impressed with him?
Well, I'm impressed with a lot of players, David, but they just stay up.
And
I think they're playing well. He's just in parts, but they've got to play the 95 minutes or whatever minutes they play. But
So you're going for a 2-0?
I'm going definitely for a 2-0.
Because you say that every week. We're going to get you a T-shirt with "Have a guess 2-0" one of these days.
Okay, what you do? I'm going to win 2-0. Wolves will beat them. And I'll get it right this week.
Let's hope. Listen, I'm going to go.
Tina says so as well.
Tina says so. Well, look, the way I'm looking at this, folks, is right. Look, I know there are people that are getting on Gary O'Neill's back. I know there are certain people that don't want him and don't like him. There are extenuating circumstances. Gary's referred to that ourselves, like the end of last season with all the injuries. We've played Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, Forest away. It's not an easy start. We've got not easy coming.
David,
let me finish what I'm going to say. But what I don't want from, I think the substitutions against Newcastle didn't help. So that you can criticise that, but like he isn't going anywhere anytime soon. We've got to get behind the manager. We've got to get behind the team. But what I want to hear from the manager and what I don't want to hear from the manager, I don't want this small team mentality coming out like we might upset some players. Like we're in a different league. They're going to finish above us.
I agree with you.
I don't want to hear any of that.
No.
We are Wolverhampton Wanderers. Founder members. We've won pretty much everything that there is to go, apart from a few things. We've got a great history. We've got to start. If you act like if the manager acts like we're a small club, which we're not, then and we have that mentality.
He ain't talking like that, is he?
Well, he said things like, Newcastle will finish above us anyway. We're playing these teams. We're level again.
No way should he.
No
way should he say that.
I want to hear. We're Wolverhampton, and we'll give everyone a game, and we're going to try and win the game. I don't want excuses there. They've got a bigger budget or they're a top 6 team. We've got to start acting like a big club and like that we believe in ourselves. And we've got to get a winning mentality and we've got to get a killer mentality. And I want to see us have that mentality. Now, I think the players have it. They believe it. Yeah. We've seen some good stuff from the players. I don't see that the players are not playing for Gary O'Neill. They definitely are. We're a lot more together, but we've got to start getting points on the board. And if we don't believe, if we start thinking we're inferior to another club because they're Newcastle or Arsenal, Chelsea or Villa, if you go in with that mentality, you can't think like that. We've got to think. We got, what did you say? 2 arms, 2 legs, same as everyone else.
11 men against 11. We're going to win anyway, I think.
So we've got to have...
But I reckon... I can't understand when they got 90 million.
We ain't going over that now, Dan.
Okay.
I know what you're saying. We've made a £30 million profit.
About that anyway,
and you're right. We should have brought in another defender and another left back. It's like, we've got to see. We've been in the game against Arsenal. We had chances, didn't take it, lost. We were the better team against Chelsea in the first half. 20 minutes after that, I agree, we were absolutely terrible. Forest, we reacted. Tommy Doyle hits the guy's head, goes above. Could have won the game. It was a good away point. Against Newcastle, we should have killed that game off. We didn't. Yeah. But there's no point keep saying that. We've got to finish these games out. We've got to have a nasty side and we've got to have a killer instinct and we've got to take our chances. And if we do not take the chances that come against us against Villa, we will lose the game, because we've got to take the chances. And I think we'll create chances. But we ain't got to think We're not a bigger club or anything else.
That's
We
right.
are Wolves, and we're 11 men against 11 men, and we've got a lot of talent on that pitch.
Yeah.
And we've got to have the mentality we're going to win by hook or by
That's
crook,
right. That's right.
and not have an inferior thing. It doesn't matter who you play. If you treat everyone the same. If you play, a Bournemouth or a smaller club, they're still investing. They're still. You don't think, oh well, Bournemouth are got a smaller. You treat them all the same.
You talk like what if you say.
So listen. Before we get to his song,
I'm gonna sing.
you are. There's a big win that's coming for us. It's gonna happen soon. We're due some luck. We're due to start taking these chances. Whether it's at Villa or not at the weekend, we need a performance. We need to play with heart, play for the badge. And I've got a sneaky feeling. So I'm going to go with a Wolves 2, Villa 1, and we're going to get our season up and running. Come on,
Wolves.
Dad, over to you. It's your song.
Oh. I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. I can't laugh and I can't cry.
I'm finding it hard to do anything, feel sad
when you're sad. I like a lady, nice lady. And
Wolves are gonna win.
And Wolves are gonna win 2-0.
Guys, listen, we've entertained you. Listen, you've got to keep the faith. You've got to keep believing. The players have got to believe it. We can't think. We've got to believe that we can win every single game. You've got to go in to believe it. The fans go in with hope and belief. The players, I'm sure that they believe they've got the ability. I know results haven't gone well for us, and it's worrying at the moment. But the performances ain't been terrible. There has been issues, and this Andre guy is going to be a game changer for us in front of the back four. I think
we got Tommy Dore was the captain, and he'll bang him in the back of the net like Bobby Charlton. The first goal he scored is absolutely brilliant. He scored one yesterday.
You like that, do you?
I like Tommy Dore. I think
he's gonna have a part to play. It'd be interesting what the defense is and what the injury is. Stay tuned on this channel. Hit the bell notification. Hit that subscribe button. We'll have the Gary O'Neill press conference coming for you as well tomorrow, and you'll be the first to hear what he has to say ahead of that. From myself and Magic
and Tina,
always Wolves.
Always Wolves. Look after yourself and everybody else.